Welcome back to the Jet Exchange. I just wanted to get back on here to update you guys on how the rest of the week went. I did end up taking two trades on my two trading days, which is Thursday and Friday. Thursday, I took a trade on Hood. I didn't really mess with the SPY this week. Just focus on really narrowing down and mastering a stock that I can just rinse and repeat with. But I took a trade Thursday and my setup was pretty clear. It was something on a chart that I kind of missed that I see now I could have marked out and would have helped me made a better decision. Because when I did enter, everything went well. It came up. It tested my rejection level. It came down and it bounced from the support level I had. I'm gonna have it up on screen. It should be on screen. I'm gonna try to circle it out for you guys. But yeah, it bounced from support level. It went up. It passed. It went right past resistance. The resistance level I had marked out. However, there was another resistance level on top of that that I had to look out for that I didn't have marked. So what ended up happening is that rejection level was pretty strong. There was a lot of sellers right there. So it ended up coming back down. And it came down a lot. It broke right through the previous support level. And the low of day, it sat there pretty much the entire day until I guess some news came out. I think Trump tweeted and it shot right back up to where I was targeting. And yeah, so I got out before it got too bad, but I'm taking a loss. Technically $56. But that's we paper trading, so negative $56 paper trade. I'm trying to figure out a great system for this because I've been doing Mumu. As you guys know, I've been doing Mumu paper trading. And then also, I've been doing, you guys don't really know, I've been doing Webull, which is buying shares, technically paper trading that. I think we're going to just stick to the paper trading with shares. And the way we're going to measure this is basically in the option market, you'll see a lot of like, say 10 cents, 50 cents. And when you buy in the contract, that contract is not worth 10 cents. Of course not. It's worth $10 or 50. It's just how they measure things and how it looks on there. So when I do show my trades on here, say if it's $1, that's $100 technically. If it's 50 cents, that's a 50-cent gain. That's a $50 gain basically. Say if it's a negative 50 cent, that's a negative $50 loss. But that's gonna be our go-to of measurement, just because our limited of practice tools, I would like to say, for the most part. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna measure it by that. $200, $2, $300, $3, stuff like that. But that's just so I can show you guys and like document it like accordingly, accurately, so we can see where this progress and everything lies. Friday, I took a trade. So basically, Monday I took a winning trade. It was a successful trade. Then Thursday, it was not a successful trade, which I just explained. It rejected pretty harshly. And then Thursday, I took my setup. Friday, I took my setup again, and it was really good. It came up, so I had pre-market high marked out. It rejected from pre-market high, and it didn't bounce off support. Support became the new resistance level, so it came right below that. I've noticed between Thursday and Friday, it was just one level. It tapped twice. You usually call that a double bottom, but for our sake, technically it was double bottom, but for our sake, it broke through that. So Thursday, when it did, shot back up. When Trump tweeted, it ended up coming back down to that um, support level before market close. So when market opened Friday, before market open Friday, it was bouncing on that level before market open. So I knew if we couldn't get above that resistance level, that we was gonna be coming down. So at 10, so market opens at 9:30. 10 is when we had news. Um, Around 10ish is when it was really rejecting. So 9:30 to 10, it came up to resistance level. It came down. It was a little bit stagnant right there, but it didn't take long for it to tip over. That resistance level, that support level, it got knocked down. It came down further, and it was really strong on the 15-minute candle. So um, I use that kind of as my entry point. I'm gonna have it on screen. I feel like I'm not talking to you guys. I'm gonna have it on screen where I entered, and it was right below that support line that just became the new resistance line, and it came down all the way into my take profit, which is also marked the white line. There, I got all the lines. The pink is resistance, blue is the support. It came down, and I had my alerts ready, so I entered position there. Came down. I think I total like a profit of like 192. So we're gonna call that $192. Um, I did risk like $222, something like that. We're gonna try to keep our risk reward at least 250 or 200, 250, something in the range. Usually when I do these practice runs with shares, I try to do like 800 value of however many shares I'm purchasing. But we gonna stick to just the 250 to the 250 to 200, because either way in the option market, everything is multiplied, so your gains are like unlimited. So we don't gotta really worry about or risking too much. So we can still end green, because you want to have make sure your green days are bigger than your red days. Um, so yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow, if I see my setup, I will trade it. I don't know what news we have for tomorrow, but for my setup Monday, if it appears, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna inform you guys on it. Um, but yeah, this week went well. Um, First documentation of this first week. We're about to see how second week goes. And yeah, just got to make sure I'm marking everything possible on the chart. Um, I used to have this problem with marking too much, so now I mark only the most important things. But I gotta make sure I'm not missing stuff, because we could just avoid it that whole day of Thursday. It was really a bad day, honestly. It was no type of volume. It wasn't no major volume. The only reason I really entered because my the trend broke. It was kind of shown when it broke, but it ended up rejecting off the 15-minute, second 15-minute candle that I was looking at. Yeah, I don't know, because it was three 15-minute candles, two 15-minute candles I waited on, and then the last 15-minute candle was the 15-minute candle that I tried to enter on, but that 15-minute candle ended up rejecting. So yeah, um, just so we avoid what happened Thursday, just make sure everything get marked out. Um, it's gonna be a good week. Um, Setups, starting to really see my setup and how clear it can be, how clear it can't be, because once again that could happen again, and I don't even realize. But that's what we're gonna be looking for this week. Setups for Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Um, that's about it. I'm gonna keep journaling. Um, and yeah, if you guys got any more suggestions or anything that you think I could bring more to the channel, Soon leaps will be started. Um, yeah, just a lot to do. I still got to mark up before tomorrow, so I'm gonna mark up. Um, finish my journaling. I still got to journal one more trade, so we'll see how that goes Monday. And I'll probably make a video, if not Tuesday, Wednesday. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best to post Wednesday. This video was a little bit late, but you know, it started next week, and I got a good feeling about this week. Um, if we don't catch a trade Monday, we might catch one Thursday. If we don't catch on Friday, one trade for the week. We're just gonna be really working on being picky with setups, because Monday and Friday was really good trading days. Really good trading days for my setup. So, yeah, there's that. Um, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys Wednesday or whenever, whenever, um, whenever I document or finish my journals, because that's usually when I like to record. After I finish my journaling and stuff. If I have like one journaling I still need to do, I probably still record anyway. So, thanks for tuning in. I'll update you guys, and let's just keep seeing how this journey goes. Peace. See you guys Wednesday.